Welcome to Framework Fortune. I'm your host, Ben. Now let's jump into some stock market analysis and live trading. Yesterday I had a nice little decent win on PEV. Let's see what it's doing today. Ooh, wow, that's a big gap up on PEV. I know H was looking at this morning saying it was probably going to crash or have a pullback. Let me get off this 5-minute chart. Let's see here. Let's go into the hourly. And just check on it and see what we're dealing with. If this is a play again, I mean, it's getting a little ways off on this hour chart of that 10-day. 850 seems to be strong resistance. Move that drawing. But what I'm looking at here is we do have a nice uptrend that was just confirmed. This is not a triangle. If you draw a line across here, it may look like a triangle, but you don't have a third candle connecting. So if you draw it right there at 850, that looks like a triangle, but there's no candle right here that's touching that top. Usually you want to see at least 3 tests of the top for it to be a triangle, and that is not. This is a U shape that's trying to break, but 850 is definitely where it's having trouble at. Let's check the NQ. Whoops, it's AUST. AUST still holding around that 230 area, holding pretty good. Actually got a nice little AUST may be about to pop. Let's see. Maybe not well, maybe today. Doesn't have very much volume. Let's see what gold's looking like. Oh, that's why. Gold is starting to actually gold came up and tested 1850 this morning, so gold's starting to get back up toward that area. While the NQ is still just piddling around that 11.5 area. But I don't know. I don't know about this. It's feeling like a bull trap for our next leg down. On the hour chart, the NQ almost is an inverse head and shoulders. So maybe it pushes up to that 12. But I doubt it, because today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. We've seen every single Friday. Nobody is wanting to hold over the weekend. They're selling and cashing out at the end of Friday. So let's see what's on the top 10 NASDAQ gainer list. That looks like garbage. That's garbage. OBTX, that's that blockchain play again, popping up on the scanner. Keep an eye on that one. What's going on? VALN. This is a nice spike. A little bit higher shares, no volume. No, I don't want to deal with that. Rain, nothing really there. Vadu. Nah, I'm good. Let's see in this low float. B hat up 200%, 150%. Trying to break 2. I don't really like how high it's up right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. MSPR, it's having a double top at 250. I kind of like that little build up. 13 million shares. Okay. MSPR, you're not doing much yet. You got a little bit of volume, 6 million. I ain't mad at it. I like that little build up we got going for sure. Sadu with a little bit of pop up there. Sadu should be on the watch list, and then FNGU. Okay. Let's scroll through here and see what we got. What is up today? We got the B hat play. I'm gonna go back into the daily on this chart so I can see overall. That's running into 50. I don't want anything to do with that. Well, what's the float? 6 million shares. Okay, it's super low float. I'll keep an eye on it. PV chopping around like crazy. Looks like it's somewhat making a triangle. I don't know. It's just chopping around real crazy, like kind of not. PLAN. Oh, this thing sold off really hard not too long ago. This is a possible dead cat bounce. Been on an uptrend for the last 5 days. Oh, do I want to? I'm going to keep an eye on it. If it starts... I mean, this is a beautiful, perfect triangle. If it starts to bounce off of there. Let's see. PEV looking like it may start to crack. I'm really feeling MSPR here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and start building position. There's 10 at 225. I'm trying to see if this 225 is going to hold up as support here on the bottom, or yeah, on the bottom of that triangle, that uptrend. Let me go to the hour chart. See, the thing I'm a little nervous about is all this selling pressure, these big wicks on the hour chart where it's pushed down. But we are just consolidating. Looks like 225 is going to try to hold again. I'm going to add a couple more here at 225. This is only 13 million shares. I had it backwards, yeah. 13 million shares. Wonder what that sell-off was. Exclusive. Let me see. When did that sell-off start? That giant sell-off. That was on May 23rd. They just went public in 2021 via a merger with Lionheart Acquisition. But I'm not seeing any reason why this should be this low. Not at all. I'm going to go ahead and pop 10 more. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm starting to like it. You know what? Let's pop 10 more. Let's just go 50. I'm going 50. So I'm in at 226, 50 shares, 20 cents. Be 10 bucks. I'd risk right here. Put my stop loss right under this bottom of this candle. But I'm not going to quite put it yet. I mean, it looks like we're going to at least try to test 243, which if we run 20 cents, I guess, well, like I said, that's 10 bucks. So in this consolidation, I'm kind of with a 1-to-1 ratio at the moment. But if we break 250, there's room all the way up to 325. I mean, there's no resistance back here on the chart. There's nothing back here. This thing dropped from way down. Big buyer just came in at 227, unless that was a shorter. Let's see if 225 stacked the bids here. We still got 10 minutes on this candle, so it is getting some of that selling pressure. PEV. Starting to look like that may try to break. I don't think I have any more funds to grab any PEVE. See if I can at least grab 5. I may see if I can grab 5. Just a little. Nope, I can't even grab 5. Okay, so I like how it's holding up now on this triangle, and it's holding over $8. If it continue to hold over $8, that may pop. Where's the damn play that I'm in? MSPR. Here we go. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, DB. Good morning, One Life. For some reason, my chat's looking real funny. I didn't see y'all's messages because they're at the very bottom instead of the top. It's the opposite of what it normally is. What's up over there on Twitch? You guys viewing me over there. Thank you for that. And we are on Twitch if you prefer Twitch over YouTube. We do have streaming from Framework Fortune and Framework Fortune Crypto all running through the Twitch, but you have no delay, no lag on Twitch. What's up, Zionel? Good morning, GD. You calling PEV to the moon? Maybe at two. It is looking decent, but oh wait a minute. I'll see this. Well, hello triangle's kind of gone. I don't know. That might pull back to the trend line right now. Yeah, that's going to probably pull back to the trend line, getting very close to cracking that little wick there. But that 850 for some reason is holding up as really, really strong resistance. And of course, this thing yesterday was like that. It was so choppy and took forever to break out. So it's a, I don't know. Like I said, if you're not first, you're last. I was pretty close to first on this. Wasn't first, but I was next up in line there. And now at this point, I mean, if you didn't get it down off the trend line in pre-market where it had this little double bottom off the trend line, that right there was confirmation. But getting in up here, sketchy. I'd want to see it come back down to the trend line, hold that trend line same as it did yesterday when we had that short-term uptrend. But now we have a 2-day uptrend. I like to see it hold that, which would be about 7. And if it can slide right up that uptrend again, then maybe it'll break out. But I don't know about right now. It was starting to look good, but then it just gave up. Yeah, it's starting to kind of downtrend a little bit, but it's a crazy one, so. All right, back to MSPR. Let's see if we're going to get any type of pop on this. I mean, you could be easily down on $700 on a mid cap or a high cap. What's a low float got to do with that? The amount of money you lose is going to be dependent on multiple factors. It's a very, very vague statement to base your trading plan around. Oh, we could lose money on these low floats. Let me check something. Let's see. There it is. Come back here, Tesla. So Tesla on the daily chart, this is a mid cap. This thing was $1,200. It's at $700 now. If you were just holding this, if you just had one share, you'd have lost $500. But hey, whatever works for you. If you're making money, stick with it. Nothing wrong with it if it makes money. Just trying to figure out your logic there on that. I can lose money on low floats. I'm not personally taking the opposite perspective. I mean, that's what you said. You said that this is why we don't trade low floats. because you could easily be down 700 on it. I mean, that could happen with any asset. That's not a reason not to trade low floats. you, I mean, that's all of investing and trading. Any trade could go sideways on you, and you could lose a lot of money, especially if you're not using stop losses. It has nothing to do with low floats. That's all I was saying. You have a nasty bias. Nasty bias. You're hurt. You're hurt. I understand. From not being able to hang in the low float trading market. Gotta be up there in the mid caps and high caps with the training wheels on. I'm just messing around. Yeah, okay. Alright, anyway. Let's see. PV still didn't quite drop below that previous wick, but it is curling over to kind of that bent fishing rod like I talk about. So I think we are going to see it pull back down to 7. Now, whether it can break out or not, if it can bounce off that trend line. See, here's the thing. You look at the daily chart. Let me just remove the trend line. You look at the daily chart. We're way up here. So you're buying this thing way up here, even if you buy it at 7. You're buying it right here. The 10-day moving average on the daily is way back down at $5. So I would say HH was right this morning when he was saying in his stream he's not touching this because it's more than likely could have a pullback. Right now at this moment, this is a straight indecision candle. There's no telling which way this is going to go, but probability-wise, because it's at the top of the chart already, it more than likely is not going to break out. It could. But I would say from probability standpoint, and again, it didn't really make a triangle or anything. It just kind of a little bit of inverse head and shoulders on that 15-minute. But looking at the daily chart, we actually have a double top too forming on the daily chart. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Anyway, let me get back over to MSPR, the one stock that is starting to move a little bit. See, big difference. Look where I'm in at on MSPR on the daily. I'm in way down here. Way down here. PEV, you look at the chart. You buy this today, you're way up here. Yeah. This don't even take much technical analysis. You don't want to be way up. Look at this. MSPR right up to 238. Top of that triangle is 240. Getting some nice consolidation here. Like I said, if you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, baby. I was pretty close to first on PEV yesterday. I'm just leaving everybody else in the dust on that one. Y'all can have it. I'm done with it till it comes back down. We're just slowly creeping in this consolidation, and it looks like we probably will have another 30 minutes here of sitting in this consolidation, possibly. But that was a nice push back up, continuing to build out this nice triangle. I like it. I like a nice triangle. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta do some messaging here. Today is a busy day, so we will be ending the stream pretty early. Got meeting. I sound like caveman. I got meeting later. No. Meeting. That's like Little Caesars. All right. Oh, look at this. We might have a breakout here. And we do got to break 250 as resistance. That's our main resistance area. That's high of the day. See if we're going to get that test. Oh, still getting rejected. Alright, still getting rejected off 240, top of that trend. Top of that downtrend. Oh, and there goes PEV losing that 750. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it about to drop. Oh boy, that's so close to dropping. Just trying to hold this little bottom area, but getting very, very, very weak. Very, very, very weak. Let's see. Get these sellers out of here. Get these sellers at 240. We don't need them in the way. We need to be seeing that 250. Oh, I've got 5 shares up there. I need to be ready to jump out of this if it turns sideways, or I was not ready at all. That 5 shares, if that thing would have turned around on me without that stop loss, me using the mental stop loss, if I hit sell and be like, yeah, I'm out, and then I'm only out 5 shares, that would have been horrendous. And I have done that before live on the stream, so I'm not trying to do that stupidness again. Let's see. It's probably your phone. We're looking pretty good on my side. I got that new ISP provider, and I haven't had any problems at all with anything except for one recording yesterday or the day before yesterday. Um, but that wasn't because of the internet. That was something on my part. Yours like that too, Lando, on the phone? It's better now. Hey, I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, there's a lot of things going on. Like I was talking about earlier this week, them shutting down the Hoover Dam. Uh, that's just like the start of it. We're getting a little rejection off of that uptrend, or after that downtrend. But again, like I said, we still probably got about 30 minutes for this to actually consolidate the rest of the way and try to break. Yeah, there it goes, coming back down a little bit. Um, but I've heard a lot of people like Stonks and Chomps. She lives near a military base, and because the military bases and everything else, government facilities, all of that are like on crazy run around circles with their heads cut off like chickens. Well, I screwed that one all up, but they they have been using it. They're using the servers really heavy. So Lauren was saying that it was affecting, or Stocks and Chomps. She was saying it was affecting her internet not too long ago. Got a whole 225 as support here. If we crack 225, that's gonna be it. You see, we're testing. Got some bids sitting there. We got 10 minutes on this 15-minute candle to close. Out of here. Oh yeah, let me go back into the hour chart. I need to be looking at that hour. And it's got 10 minutes on the hour to close. Now the 10-day is down at $2, and it has crossed over the 200 so far on this hour chart. A little bit of bullish indicator there. When you get a crossover like that, see that green line, it's that 10-day moving average crossing over that red line, which is 200. This would be the, on a 1 hour chart, it'd actually be a 200-hour moving average and a 10-hour moving average, but still. PEV is just barely hanging on, but did throw that on this hour chart, throwing a wick lower. Yeah, I think that's got to come down. Even though it's trying to hold, it really looks like it wants to come down. OBTX, that's not doing anything. Why is that even? It says it's up 33%. I guess it kind of is. Uh-oh. Alright, we got to make sure we bounce here. We need to bounce off of this, back up again. It's just like a bouncy ball going down a hallway. You throw that thing, it makes a big bounce, comes back down, the bounces get shorter, it starts to get tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter as it's going down that hallway. And then by the end of it, it's either going to pow and shoot up, or it's going to go and shoot down. One of the two. In this type of sideways triangle consolidation, this thing is getting squeezed tight. That's why these candles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. This is a full-on war right now with buyers and sellers. Barely holding 225 still. Let's see, what's that B hat doing? That B hat's pulling back. CEAD, that was a mover, I think. Yeah, that was what I traded. Oh, that was what I traded Tuesday, where I bought up high like a genius, and then it just sold all the way off on me. Yeah, I'm just going to take that off. I don't think that's... No, that daily chart looks like garbage. Nothing happening there. It's below pretty much everything. Futa is an interesting company if you like looking at exchanges. Futa is actually Moomoo. Is the Moomoo Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So if you're wanting some exposure outside of the U.S. in an Asian ADR, that is what Futa is, and it actually has a pretty good chart pattern. Moomoo reached out to me, that's why I'm saying this. I don't know how good Moomoo's platform is yet, and I have a meeting with them tomorrow morning, so we'll see what they're talking about. But the actual stock is pretty low, sitting on that 200. Just bounced off up to 55. So if you want to check out Moomoo, check it out. We'll see if what happens with that meeting. But I do think their stock is one to keep a watch on for longer term, especially with it being an Asian ADR. And basically, an ADR is kind of like it's weird because it trades and everything like a stock. It basically it is a stock, but each ADR, like any Asian ADR, this is not like one share of Futa at 55. I believe ADRs are 15. No, maybe they're 8. It's either 8 or 15 shares, I think, that you're getting of that company when you buy one of these. And the reason why is because it's foreign, and that's the way they do it. I don't know exactly why they don't just have a normal stock. They have to have these ADRs, but that's just how it goes. Alright, so MSPR so far, nice little bounce off 225, so we should come back up for another test. Oh, yeah, there we go. Back to 230 with some nice bid stack in there. Got 5 minutes on this candle to close. What's up, Austin? Oh, it's Futa. Here, I'll show you My going rate for promotion, well, it depends. It depends on the company and their budget and what they're trying to do. Like I don't have specific um, parameters that I set because for one, there's more than one channel in the Framework Fortune Network. So when I go to these meetings, I of course have HH Trader's channel in mind and whatever he's doing, Stocks and Chomps Gaming. I have all the channels in the Framework Fortune Network in mind when I go talk to possible sponsors or business deals like that. So because of different businesses, they have different needs and they have different budgets, and because that we have a multi-network of channels, it all really depends on how we work it out. So, you know. Oh, starting to test at 240 again. We're actually looking really nice coming into the close of this candle. Getting all that buying pressure up off of there. Pushing back to that resistance. Very nice looking. But another thing is too, like I will not promote just anything. It has to be vetted by the Framework Fortune community, by at least a couple of us. So if there's some type of deal there to work out, then we'll see. But I it's I'm not gonna promote anybody. I don't care how much money they're paying me. I'm not gonna promote trash to our community. So we'll see. Who knows? I have these meetings all the time. Sometimes these deals work out. Sometimes I get in them, and these corporates talk crazy, and you know how I am. You start. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you're the king of the world. You started on me. I'm coming back at you. Everybody bleeds the same. So sometimes they don't always go right. I'm a bit abrasive, especially when it comes to business. We talking business. I put my big boy pants on, and we'll see what happens. That's not a bad idea, One Life. The only problem is, again, if I do a flat rate, then that opens up for like plenty of different companies to come in, and like I said, I don't want to promote trash to like, trust me, I could be doing a whole lot. There could be a whole lot of deals that I could have signed and promoted you guys some garbage. I get garbage all the time in my email box. You wouldn't believe some of the things people want to pay me to promote to you guys. I'm like, you're out of your mind. You better take that on somewhere else. No, no, hey, you're right about what you're saying, One Life, taking a stance and all that. But it's not my first rodeo. That's just a little behind the scenes there for you guys. There's just business stills. Even, there's some of you watching who are thinking about starting YouTube channels or maybe are in the process of actually starting it, like Rooster. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. A lot of different things. Let's see, Austin, you're in at 500 shares, 235. Man, Austin, I told you, just hit me up, bro. I said I help you all the way. I'll help you through everything, getting it set up, man. All you gotta do is hit me up. I want you to get your rooster. I want you to get yours. Your Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of words that just scrambled together. Jib 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 jib. I want you to get yours going, man. I can't control what Hal does. I invited Hal to be a part of that interview with Charles Allen. And ended up being like, there's a whole nother debate coming out. All right, there is a hour long debate between me and Charles Allen, CEO of BTCS. That is the final 4-part video of that interview we did, and H didn't really want to be a part of the debate. He was more refereeing when we got to that point, because it was just me and Charles going at each other over crypto regulations. So that's going to be a very interesting video when I finally am able to put it out, which I plan on getting out this week. But thus far, it's been a busy week. We're getting rejected at 240 still. And that's just how it's going to be until we break or get. Well, that candle just opened. This one may have to pull back to 230 for another test of support and then try to break at 240. Oh, yeah. I'll holler at you about. Uh, just hit me up on Discord. Give me a time today that works for you because, like I said, I am very busy today. I got a meeting, like I said, here in almost an hour. And then after that, it's just I'm packed today. Packed, packed, packed. So busy, 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 busy. But it's a good thing. I'm not complaining. But yeah, there's more than YouTube to YouTube than just recording videos and posting them. Like if you want to make it a real business, you got to treat it like a real business. That's for sure. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have that little tiny rejection. I'm gonna take a I'm gonna take a quick little break here while we're waiting on this consolidation to finish up. Yeah, PEV coming down at 719, so it is close to that trend line, but again, I feel like it's gonna crack. See where's that trend line? Trend line's right there. Well, no, it's still not even down to the trend line yet. It's close. Testing that 7 right now. All right. Yep, getting that little rejection right there at the moment. We're just filling out this triangle still, just filling it out. Nice, beautiful triangle so far. All right, I'll be right back. So of course, like clockwork, as soon as I walk away, this pops up to 250. I did take off a 10 piece on my phone because I saw it shoot up to 250 real quick. But we're still in this triangle, so I'm going to hold this other 40 and see if we can break. Problem being is we're starting to get a triple top on this 1 hour at that 250, which I do not like. Like you can just, it's ugly. Needs to break out here soon. We do have like 50 minutes, 50 on this hour candle. Oh boy. Oops, I deleted that bottom of the triangle. Let's see here. Damn one life. I wanted to hire you just to be a business manager. You just go and handle all these meetings for me, and you just tell them your ideas. If they start getting frisky on you, you just call me. I'll come on the call. Tell them go to hell. Let's see. You were short 5 MES contracts right here. Yeah, you may be all right, man. I mean, we've seen every Friday the market sell off, so. Ooh, buddy. For my crypto peeps, have you've been in what the hell? If you've been in the Atom, if you got into Atom while it was cheap down here, and see Atom, beautiful, beautiful U shape here. Oh, really a double bottom. You got a bottom here, bottom there, kind of U-shaped bottom, whatever you want to call it, but starting to push back up towards that $8 area. And yeah, Ethereum holding over 1,000, Bitcoin holding 20,000 so far. Silver still looking like it's going to have that dip I was talking about. So I'm still kind of waiting to grab some silver. All right, anyway, now we see where the cryptos are. They're about a little bit up from yesterday. Not a whole lot, but a little bit up. No, I know it's Thursday, Lando. Are you just planning on holding those contracts for Ooh, really? The FDA took the jewels off? I know they were trying to come after menthol cigarettes too. They're always trying to do some shenanigans. We'll sell you cigarettes for 70 years and now all of a sudden let's just stop it. Let's just stop it. Don't smoke the weeds, but have all these cancer-filled cigarettes and this alcohol. Well, the thing is, you gotta remember, these people are empowered. They got money. They're all on cocaine. So that's that's what I'm boiling it down to. All these people in the U.S. government, you know, they're all yoinked out of their mind. Looks like we're getting another test of 245 here. A lot of sellers there, but they're getting taken out pretty quickly, actually. Oh, keep coming. Got to take them out. No, 245 still acting. Well, no, it's back on the ask again. So if that slowly breaks down. Yeah, Oh, if you're already taking profit, then you're on top of it, Lando. I figured you was. Real quick. I didn't know you were taking it as a day trade, though. I was thinking you were taking it as a swing through tomorrow. But I mean, who knows? We've seen like 5 Fridays in a row where the markets have ended up selling off or not really doing much. And then tomorrow, all of a sudden, the market could do something. I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. I believe the Feds are going to reverse course October. We're going to see interest rates back down to zero and the money printer back on full blast. October. That's my prediction on that. We're still just slowly building our way up. But we definitely want to break 250 before this hour's over with. We'll break and hold 250. We did break for a second, but I'm going to break and hold it. Come on, phone, stop being stupid. See, rates. Oh, yeah. There we go. I think it was, what was it? What day was it? Tuesday or yesterday, I was saying that Biden's administration raised Medicare prices, and I just got a message from a health insurance company saying we just got a notification that rates will be going up on July 1st for health plans in your area. So that stupid coked out move, that genius puppet done, is going to cause healthcare stocks to probably start going up. At least health insurance stocks. So if we start seeing any popping up on the scanners, you might want to put them on your watch list. And if you've got health insurance right now, it's probably going to go up. And if you're working a W-2 job where you work 40 hours a week and get a paycheck, and they take Medicare out of your taxes, those taxes are probably going up too. With that thing that he just did, what that administration just did, it's going to cause healthcare prices to go even higher. So, one life, that circumcision you've been looking forward to, man, it's going to cost you twice as much here in another month. You better go get that snipping done. Nice, Austin. Austin in here in MSP doing some nice little scalping on it off of these bounces. Getting him some profits in there. I think we're probably about to break here. Coming back up for another test at 250. It's the third test. And this is the time where we should try to break. It's still a little early in the triangle, but not that early. There it goes, right up to 255. Let's see if we can start holding that 250. If we get rejected hard again off of 250 here, that's going to be real sketchy for this play. So it needs to start holding 250 as support. Why am I way back here? Get back here to where we're supposed to be at. Let me fix this. I don't even know where to fix it. I ain't got time to fix it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Vodka Red Bull mix. You're wild. I don't know how y'all be doing those speedball drinks. Alcohol's a downer. Red Bull's a super upper. We may crack here. Let me go ahead and get ready to get out in case we do not hold up. Matter of fact, at this point, yeah, I'm just gonna put my stop loss, I believe, right under 229. That way, see. No, actually, let's put it at 232. 232 sounds good. And that way, regardless, this will be a green trade. If I get stopped out, it's going to be a small green trade, but better than a losing trade. But I don't like how we got rejected again. And then we've got this indecision candle. This is starting to be a bearish engulfing. So if it does not bounce off of 235 here. Oh, I may get stopped out. Yep, I just got stopped out. A little 450 in profit. Not much. You wicked down and got me. I don't think I put my stop loss quite low enough. I think I should have went with my original idea at 229. So this being a low flow, and this is what I was talking about yesterday. You got to be careful with your stop losses. If the play is still uptrending and looking like it's going to be bullish, but that triple top, like I said, it not breaking out there. You know, just hit 255, couldn't hold, push back down. Not going to not going to break right now. If it holds above 230, there's still time for this triangle to continue to fill out. But I just don't like how sketchy we're getting. And then again, that indecision candle right here, followed by this thicker red candle, this bearish engulfing candle. Yeah, look at that, another drop to 232. So that may be done. Oh well, I'll take it. Thank you, One Life. Yeah, I'm trying not to take any losses anymore at all. I did take 2 losses on Monday, like I said. Ended up being $6 in losses. Both those were not very good entries. But yesterday, getting that decent $40 win on PEV. And today, you know, another little green trade. PEV testing $7 now. Almost down on that trend line. See how's Mara looking, because I do want to be keeping an eye on these crypto plays. Cryptos start rebounding real fast. Yeah, Mara's still super low. Trying to break up over 7 again, but that's going to depend on what happens with the cryptos. So SIGA has this nice, and this is on the daily, has this nice uptrend channel that it's yet to break out of. Tried to break out of it today. I don't know if I like this play this week. Let's see. Oh, they just got... Oh boy, here we go. Get ready for the monkeypox. SIGA to participate in Lions Global Partners monkeypox panel. That was June 23rd. They are announcing 13 million of international procurement orders of oral TPOXX. So that is interesting. Germany reports 71 new cases. So the total order they're getting for their T-pox, whatever this monkeypox vaccine or that's oral. I don't know if it's a vaccine. I don't even know. Whatever. They're getting orders already. So my mother-in-law's a nurse. I asked her about the monkeypox thing just a few days ago because I really did not think Hal was on to something with it. I thought monkeypox was going to be a joke, but it seems to be getting a little bit more serious. So, and that's kind of showing that buy-in, like these slow candles, that buy-in that's been coming in since the initial rip. And at 10 days, just at 1175. So that's definitely one to keep on your watch list over the next couple of weeks. If monkeypox gets worse, this one is definitely probably going to be one of the first to start really moving. See, yeah, MSPR still trying to hold that support. 235, bid stacking a little bit. But still, I'm not risking it. Not risking it at all. And like I said, if PEV can start slowly sliding up the trend line and confirm this trend line again, then it could have another bounce. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta get going here. What's up, Ruben? Good morning, my friend. Let's see. Austin, you said you missed out on Facebook by 1 cent this morning. that, yeah, that happens, man. That happens. Sometimes you just miss them by a penny. That's happened to me a lot of times. I'm sure there's plenty of live streams of the past 3 years on the channel where you will see something like that, where I miss an entry on a 1 penny by 1 penny. That's another reason why I kind of market order in, because like to me, if a play is going to break out and you're going to get some type of run, I'm not concerned really with the exact penny entry price, right? Like especially on a low float, because if it rips, it's gonna rip more than a couple of pennies on a low float. So I just mainly use market orders. That way I'm in it. I'm in the trade, and there's no missing it because of like 1 penny miscalculation or something. But that's just me, you know. Do whatever works for you. Yeah, I know, Mr. Kim, man. I invited him to come into the live stream and flirt with me like he was flirting with Hal, but he ain't coming, man. He only wants Hal. Telling you, Hal's the sexy boy of the Framework Fortune Network. Hal's all the ladies and men apparently love Hal. Right after 154, it ran $2. Didn't want to buy any. Yeah, I don't blame you after a $2 rip. That's the thing. I mean that's you can overcomplicate day trading or just trading anything as much as you want to, or you can make it as simple as you want to. It's really up to you as the trader to how you plan your trading plan and what technical analysis you use, what you're comfortable with. Because everybody has different brain processes. We all don't have the same perspectives. We all don't have the same brains. So not everything that works for one person will necessarily work for another. That's why I'm always saying to be your own trader. Be your own trader. Don't look for the quick way out. Like just a little while ago, before I started a stream, I always listen to a little music before I start the stream, get my head right. And a YouTube video ad came on, and there's this fellow talking about futures, and And if he's not a licensed advisor, he's going to get destroyed by the SEC because the stuff he was saying in the ad was absolutely insane. But he was like, he was like, if you come and take my course, tell him take my course, you'll be able to get rich relatively quick off of futures, which futures does have that ability, but if you're a new trader, it doesn't matter what that guy's teaching. You're going to have to learn how to handle being in that type of market. It doesn't matter what he teaches you. The market is what's going to teach you the truth. The market is where the lessons are at. SPY about to die the next few minutes. Oh, let's see. Yeah, probably. NQ hitting that 11.8 area that's been holding up as resistance. More than likely, we'll probably get rejected again because we tested there, we tested there, we tested here somewhat, and we just tested again. So that's like a fourth rejection over the last 7 days, actually. So this trend, this resistance has been tested 4 times in the last 5 days. So if it doesn't break today, if it does get rejected here, yeah, the SPY, all that's going to come down. MSPR, you still holding in there, or what'd you do? No, MSPR looks like it's cracking out. You see it's dropped below that triangle, got a second candle open up below the triangle. This is the other side of that trend line. It's where them piranhas come in at. Got a little toe, that little pinky toe dipped in the water. So them shorters and piranhas smell that blood. They don't come in and get hungry on this. Maybe. They may not because it's so low down on the daily chart. But they could. It's up 22%. There could be some shorts. This right here looked like it was shorts. When we had that quick shoot up and then this push down, that definitely looked like some short in action. But I don't know. I don't really know how low they expect it to get. It's pretty low. But anyway, in any case, I'm done with it. I pulled a little profit out of it. I am good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the SPY, you can see it real clear on the SPY right now. That's, you got the McDonald's arches here. McDonald's is trash. So the same thing as when you see the McDonald's arch and you try to drive the opposite way. That's what you want to do when you see this arch. All right, you want to drive the opposite way. You know what? What am I doing? Here we go. Here's the right thing. Look at that right there. Ba 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 ba. I'm gonna crash you, bitch. That's what that means right there. Took 10 points for 250. Nice, Lando. Check out Homebrew. You sell courses where you guarantee you'll lose money. That sounds like some penny stock PJ stuff right there. Just come try my strategy. It ain't gonna work for you, but still pay me $50. What happened with Rob? Oh, he's got food poisoning. I just see that. I hope he gets better. These there's a lot going on with the food supply as well. A lot of weird stuff. Because I'm gonna throw this out there for those of you who are non-vaccine, which of course I'm non anything the government says. So that was of course one of my things. I don't care what they say. They tell me what they want, and then I just ignore it because usually it's garbage. Um, but if you didn't get the vaccine and you're eating hamburgers from ba 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 ba, I didn't know what that play was, but if you're eating hamburgers right now, you're more than likely eating hamburger meat that has been vaccinated. And actually, the truth about it is, it's probably cloned. They've been cloning burgers, cows, chickens for a while now. Getting them big, meaty cows and big, meaty chickens. So, the food poison could come from anything at this point. There was a recall a week ago, and this just made me mad. They had to recall Jif peanut butter. Man, what's going on where you got to recall peanut butter? It's peanut butter. How did you screw that up? How did you get something bad in peanut butter? It's peanuts and butter. It's not like what did y'all do? So there's a lot of things going on with the food right now. The gene editing has been happening in the food, but they're getting real crazy with the gene editing over in China. You can buy glow in the dark dogs in China, and they gene edited dogs to glow in the dark. So gene editing is fun, apparently. You haven't ate McDonald's in so long? Yeah, man, me either. I cannot stand it. Good point. Who would eat that when Chick fil A tastes better? Chick fil A is definitely better than McDonald's. But, Lando, we both from Tennessee. I don't know if you got him out in Memphis, but Bojangles, bro. Come on. Bojangles better than Chick fil A, too. Or better than Chick fil A, definitely better than McDonald's. You got to be Bojangling with me, man. Come on. Oh, I already know about CRISPR Therapeutics. CRISPR. I bought in the 2020 dip when it was down like $40. If you guys don't know, if you want to verify any of what I just said about gene editing, go look up CRISPR, CRSP, like Ruben's talking about. They were gene editing multiple types of cures and vaccines before COVID broke out, and they ran massively. Surprise, surprise. When they all of a sudden decided, yeah, it's down to 62, but right there at 2020, there was that dip. I bought it right through here, right around that 40 area. Rode that bad boy up to $200. Like I said, I sold out of all my stocks at the beginning of well, this one I sold up there, which is actually earlier than 222. But let's see. What do they got going on right now? I haven't looked in a while at CRISPR. They're presenting at a innovation day. Well, I'll just show you guys the website. CRISPR's website's enough to make you go, okay, there's science that is out there that is crazy. Here's the thing, though, that you got to keep in mind. Technology does not reach consumers. It does not reach us until way later. But here you go. This is CRISPR Therapeutics, gene-based medicines. And I think they have a lot of potential. to cure a lot of things. It could be a very good thing. However, messing with DNA and gene editing definitely can be a bad thing. You mess up one thing, and you might grow a penis out of your forehead. So, yeah, you got to be careful. So they've been aiming to trade the sickle cell disease, or not trade, but cure the sickle cell disease. They're working on multiple cancers with gene editing. Look at there, CRISPR Cas9 rapidly. Oh, let's see this video. This is what actually happens. This is the CRISPR device right here. So the way CRISPR works is they send this little device that goes in. It's very, very small. Like, you cannot see it. It's microscopic, just like your DNA. And it goes in, and it's going to show you right here. There's your gene, there's your DNA, and that CRISPR device is going to come in, connect to it, and it's going to be like almost like a little working robot. It just attaches to that DNA, that gene and that DNA, and it's just like a bunch of little workers in there, construction workers doing this little jobs on the gene editing. Guide RNA, target specific sequence. So here it goes. Look at it. Let me grab a hold of that real quick. So CRISPR can get down there, get to the problem area. There it goes. Attaching onto those gene strands. Look at that. So you got cancer cells. That thing will cover up the DNA, the gene that is causing the cancer cells, and it will start removing them. So you can see that's broken now. And then boom, you reattach the DNA chain, cut out whatever the disease is, and then it'll put it back together. See there? Cut that DNA out, connects back again. Correction, same thing. You have some type of disease or something where the DNA is, causing problems. They have all types of ways that they're working on this. So let me see. Let me view the pipeline here. I think they've already got one out. See, they don't have anything out yet, but they're about to have a bunch out. The CTX 110, 120, 130, that's all immuno. Regenerative medicine, VCTX 210, that's in clinical, almost to marketing. And then they're working on glycogen, storage, disease type, whatever. They're researching muscular dystrophy and whatever this dystrophy is, and then cystic fibrosis. I know they have also been working on diabetes, along with a few other things besides what they're just showing here. Like I said, various cancers and all that. And I do think this technology will, whether it be CRISPR or some other company that does it, I do think that technology will be technology we'll see used by a lot of doctors. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I honestly believe that LeBron James was gene edited. You can't tell me. You're not going to tell me that somebody 6'8", 280 pounds or 250 pounds, however big that guy is, can move like a 6-foot point guard. That's not natural. That's not natural at all. Most 6'8", 7-foot people are not very hand-eye coordinated. That's why they usually play center, because then all they do is just reach up and get the ball for a rebound and just dunk it back. They don't have to do much. But I think that gene editing's been happening for a lot longer than people think it has. And I think there's been multiple athletes like Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar could have been steroids, probably was steroids, but I don't know. That dude was so massive, it doesn't make sense. None of that's natural. Oh, I know you're genetically modified too, DB. You definitely have. Um, let's see. Recession coming, you ready to bite your nail? Recession's already here, Daniel B. They're just going to announce it, like I've been saying. They're going to announce it 10 more days. As soon as Q2 is over, they're going to say, ah, oh gosh, recession's here. They killed Kobe. Uh, let's see. Lando, you said my man's a biologist, trader, YouTuber, economist like me. Keep this up. The government might kidnap me. Listen, listen. There's been times, like I know. Hi SEC. I know the SEC is watching me. They're always watching me. We won't go into details, but I know they're watching me. Uh, and I don't doubt I'm probably on some type of radars right now. I've been saying it for the last year. I'm still surprised I'm on YouTube with the information that I put out. But I do it in these live streams, and the thing is, YouTube's checkers don't watch full live streams, right? They only watch like the first 15 minutes. So that's why I always wait towards the end of the live stream before I start talking real crazy. One day they, the government might come knock at my door, but yeah, I ain't gonna say anything else about that. I just waved to him. Hi, hi. What is it? The Patriot Act. What was that? I forget what. There's so many government departments and so much money that goes into it. I forget which one is the one that would be coming after me. It could be any of the government departments at some point. Who knows? If you haven't seen the video about the spring IMF meeting where I roasted and talked a bunch of trash about Jerome Powell, the European Central Bank leader, the the Indonesian Central Bank leader, she was actually pretty fire. She was going off. Uh, and then the head of the IMF, I made fun of them and called them liars on that video. And yeah, more than likely they're not worried about me. I don't have. Surely they're not worried about me. But I've told you guys before, if you're new to the channel, I have had videos yanked down before. YouTube has censored a few of my videos. Oh, but speaking of, recession is nothing new. It's repeating on average every 11 years. I wonder why, DB. I wonder why the recession repeats. Could it be because the Federal Reserve controls the currency and they can control recessions and all of that? You're controlled by your cat, Lori Lee. I know you're trying to understand why a plane disappeared and reappeared. Guys, I'm just telling you, we have not, we are not even to the craziness yet. Like I said, I'm predicting that the Feds are going to reverse course in October. And when they do that, that's going to cause more chaos in the markets. It's just going to be crazy. I don't see us getting out of this crazy, crazy volatility across all markets anytime soon. I don't see the economy recovering anytime soon. Most of the major economies are in bad shape. Europe,
is definitely in bad shape. America's in the worst shape. You're controlled by my left ear. But yeah, all of these cycles that I've been studying are coming to an end. Decentralization to centralization. Simply enough, no to small government grows into big government, and then the big government corrupts, and then it falls, and then we go back to small government. That cycle has repeated in every single country throughout history non-stop. And we are coming to the end of that cycle. We are coming to the end of the lifetime of a fiat currency, which is the US dollar. We're actually way over that lifetime for a fiat currency. We have the planets fixing to align, all planets at once fixing to align here in a couple of days. You're supposedly supposed to see 5 planets at the same time. That is a cycle of of planet rotations. That happens over and over again throughout history. It doesn't happen often, but that is another natural cycle. And a lot of people are mentally affected by the moon because there's I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's something, it's something to do with the water that is in our bodies, and the way the moon rotates and causes gravity. It can cause people to go a little bit crazy, especially if they already are having some type of mental issues. Uh, Certain moon rotation cycles can do that as well. There's um, gosh, there's so many cycles that are coming to an end. There's like 3 or 4 more that are coming to an end all at once. And when they end, of course they're going to restart. But when we are at the end of a cycle, it's pure chaos, which is what we're seeing now. We're at the end of so many cycles that everything around us is pure chaos. And that goes back to humans being stupid and thinking that they're smarter than the laws of nature. You follow the laws of nature, you're not going to get punished by nature. You build a house in Florida on the coast where hurricanes hit all the time. You are breaking the laws of nature, and you are going to get your house blown over year after year and continue to have to pay to build it back. Now, that is human stupidity at its finest. And most of us think that that's what you should do. That's the life. You want to retire in Florida, get that beach house. For what? So you can keep rebuilding it because you're dumb and you build it right in front of a hurricane zone? No, that's crazy. Humans think they're smarter than nature, but over and over again throughout history, they continue to prove themselves actually dumb because they will not follow these rules, and it causes all this chaos at the end of these cycles. So it's the same thing across all of it. But all these cycles are in, and you're going to see weird stuff. You're going to see weird stuff in the skies. Um, if you didn't know this, they can control the weather. You can look this up. India has been controlling their weather because of their droughts. It's pretty easy to send up satellites, or if you already got satellites up there, to drop a EMP in the clouds, that electricity in the clouds from that, maybe not an EMP, but they have some type of way where they let electricity out of those satellites, which of course if you do that is going to stir up the atmosphere and can easily cause storms and rain. So India's been doing that for their crops. If India can do it with their crops, then the world governments can do it with anything. It should not be 100 something degrees in Wisconsin right now. It has been like 100 degrees the last 2 weeks. And it's driving me nuts. And I swear that it's something like that. You're too young to hear this? Yeah, the earthquake, another good point, Lando. That's one thing that's happened. There was seven natural disasters the other day in one day. Seven in one day. I think it was the same day as that earthquake, but around the world there was multiple natural disasters. Well, natural disasters. Let's see. You got a bunker with 5 years worth of food. You work for an NSA. You gonna need me to stop now. You got 5 minutes before I be in your house with a tank. Yep. Well, exactly. Very nice. Stonks and Chomps elaborating there on it. Saudi Arabia. I'm not surprised the AU has done it at all, but yeah, the clouds have to be a specific type, and the temperature. It's there's a lot to it, but that's why I keep saying, as well as technology, as consumers, as retail traders and retail consumers, we don't see the newest technology first. We see it last. It doesn't come out on shelves for us to buy until the military's had their whack at it, and other countries have had their whack at it. Other countries will clone, copy, and do their testing of the technology. And usually, retail consumers is about 10 to 20 years behind. Used to, it was probably 20 years. Now, because how fast technology has gotten with advancing, most new technology that comes out that we can buy, like a new Apple phone, that's really not new. It's probably been 2-3 years that the Apple phone has actually been made, and it's just going through testing before they finally launch. So, I know it all sounds crazy. I know it all sounds crazy. It sounded real crazy when I was saying the stock market was going to crash and these inflation was going to skyrocket 2 years ago. So, maybe I am crazy. That my medication works just fine one life, and I've told everybody I'm crazy before. So, I'm not saying believe anything I'm saying. All I'm saying is go and research it. If I point something out, you think it's too crazy to believe, go research it and see for yourself. Go check for yourself. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do your own due diligence anyway. Let's see. Paul's statement, who had been watching, he brought up the Bible was about mushroom experiences and fertility rituals. Yeah, I don't believe that. The Bible is all religious scriptures have the same thing in common. They all have this one common denominator across all of them, and that is cycles. Christianity, Genesis, Revelation, beginning and end. But Christianity, most versions talk about the trio, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Triangles are actually circles. So you have three to make a circle. The Greek religions, Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. Um, I'm not as adept on Muslim religions, but I know the Quran is very, very similar to the Bible in a lot of ways. I guarantee that there is something of cycles in there just because of how similar they are. Buddhism, nothing but religious belief in cycles, right? They think they believe everything is going to come back. Everything cycles. Every life cycles, right? Reincarnation, all of that. So you can find these cycles all throughout these religious scriptures and different religions. Again, cycles. And I look at those religious works as guides for cycles. That's what they look like to me. They're guides for cycles. Because everything they talk about is a cycle. Like a simple example of Christianity, Sodom and Gomorrah. It started out Very small, good city. Got big, powerful, rich. All the people in there got corrupted, and they were having orgies all over the place. And whoever didn't like it and blew that place up, right? So you had a cycle that started. Now, because it got blown up or whatever happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, which interestingly, there is some information out there right now that they found a city that particularly looks like it might be Sodom and Gomorrah, because apparently all of those mummies that they found in this city, and there was a lot, when the wind blew, those mummies' buttholes was whistling. So that might be Sodom and Gomorrah. A triangle is a circle, Daniel B. Let me show you. I didn't know I was going to have to explain how a triangle is actually a circle, but I guess I will visually show you that, and then I got to hop off here. But yeah, do your own research. Fact check me. So if you draw a triangle, that's a triangle, right? 3 points. Even if it's an ugly triangle. Looks like a Dorito, but that's okay. You draw the triangle. Well, then if you draw a circle, it's perfect. You cannot do that with a square. If this was a square in a circle, then the corners of the square would be popping out. And you're talking about drawing them all at the same exact time. Okay, I got that meeting to get to. Rectangle would not fit in a circle. It'd be too long. It would stick out. Hexagon, whatever other shapes you want to draw, is not going to fit into a circle. Triangles, groups of 3, which if you're a Fibonacci trader, you know about the number 3 and what that means. Fibonacci is based off of nature. But no matter if you draw, even if you draw with, well, that was just a terrible drawing. But anyways, you get the point. You know, you can connect the circle. Because like half a circle, like this is simple. This is actually very simple geometry. Like if you have a half a circle, if you have pi, you know, this is an ugly half a circle, but you split the pi, well, this circle's now a triangle, and this circle's a triangle. So each circle, same thing with a pizza. You cut it, you cut a pizza. This is I'm going to stop drawing. But basically, you cut a pizza that's a circle pizza into triangle pieces of pizza, right? Why? Because you get the most accurate slices when you can cut them in triangles. So triangles are essentially just the inside of a circle. All right, guys. In that method, you can create a near impossible shape in 3D. This is Da Vinci Vitruvian Man. What are you talking about, Daniel? Are you talking some stuff I never heard of? Let me look this up. All right, guys, but I'm going to get going, get to this meeting. Lori, you have a good evening. No live stream tomorrow with it being Friday and how busy I am, at least not for the day trading. I don't foresee very much out of there, out of the market tomorrow. But if something changes in the morning, it's looking like there may be a hot market, and then I may do the live stream. But as of now, I'm gonna say probably not. So join the Discord if you haven't joined the Discord yet. Let me pop that link for you guys who are not in the Discord. Let's see here. Invite. Bam. So there's the Discord free sign up there. I always try to let everybody know in the morning if I am going live or not. So The Discord is the best way also to communicate with me. If you got questions, anything like that, I'm always on Discord. My Discord is most of the time open because I'm talking to a lot of different people. Okay, let me drop it here in the chat, in the Twitch chat too. There you go, guys. I forget. There's the Discord for the viewers over there. So let's find out what Leonardo. Let's find out what Daniel B. before I go is comparing me to. This Leonardo, this whatever Leonardo. I can't even say it right. Leonardo da Vinci. So it was a drawing, originally known as. Yeah, see, I've seen this drawing, but I did not know that was the name of it. Like, I'm not a big art person, so you can bash me all you want to on that. I don't care. I'm not an art person. It's not art's not my thing. Never has been. I mean, you guys just saw me try to draw a circle and a triangle, and I drew a Dorito and a pile of dog turds. So, not my specialty. But what are you calling me here? What's the point of this? Okay. Picks a man in two superimposed positions, obviously, but what's it supposed to mean? Represent the concept of the ideal human body proportions. Its inscription is a square, so it comes from the description. Oh, look at there. Circle comes from a description by ancient Roman architect. And I was just talking about that. That's what I was just saying. But ancient Roman architect in book 3 of his Treatise de Architectura, yet as been demonstrated, Leonardo did not represent proportions of the limbs, but rather included those he found himself after measuring male models in Milan. When in mirror writing, it was, yeah, so I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand what exactly. Are you trying to call me a human centipede? What are you doing here? He's got a watch on? Hold on a minute. What is on his wrist? What did he put on his wrist? That's strange. One wrist has some type of cuff on it with some type of lines. 3 other wrists with nothing on it. But this is obviously, clearly, compared to these other ones, not an accident. That definitely is some type of cuff. I never actually looked at this picture in this much detail. That cuff is definitely interesting. Wonder what that was supposed to mean. Anyway, all right, guys, I gotta get going. Well, let's get this off and try to buy stocks while I'm paying attention. You guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said, join the Discord. Ruben, you sent me a video. Okay. No, I do not want a statue. Thank you, One Life. Thank you. That is perfect. I am not Leonardo. I am more of Master Splinter. I love that. I love that. Master Splinter is the truth. Even though he's a rat. I don't like that. If you're back... feel like it was a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. I like Master Splinter better than the Ninja Turtles. So, all right. You too, John. Appreciate that. The statues and carvings from the Aztec. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've looked at a lot of the Egyptian carvings. And there's like... You're gonna get me going on some more stuff, man. The Egyptian, I'm a fan of Egyptian stuff. I don't know why I like it. The Egyptians love gold and silver. I love gold and silver. They had it in everything, on everything. You know, they realized the value that those shiny rocks had, and looking at their history and how they built the pyramids and everything. I don't think history quite has it right. I honestly believe, because of my psycho philosophies, that Egypt was probably more technologically advanced than they looked at the time, or looking back at the time right now, because there's still a lot of things that are a little bit hard to explain for scientists, like how the pyramids were built. They can say it was a bunch of slaves, but those are huge slate blocks, and it's not easy. I mean, you can't just have 10 people come and move a 100-ton slate block and pick it up and put it like the physicality and the probability of what they say was going on in Egypt is very low when you really look at it. I think there's a lot more to Egypt than people think, and there's more cities like that: Aztecs, Mayans. Like I said, they might have found Sodom and Gomorrah. If they didn't, that's probably going to be an interesting city either way. But yeah, I'm going to get off here, guys. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.